All right, everybody. Welcome to Hollywood and welcome to Pride and a very, very special exhibition bout between the serial killers and the Dairy Queens. All right, are y'all ready to meet the skaters? All right, we're going to get up first. Going to cue this up for the serial killers.
All right, everybody, let's hear it for the team in the black jerseys, the serial killers. We've got number Stefcon 1, number 14, Hell's Kitten, number 389, Stiletto, number 408, Pocahontas, number 430, Oblivion Westwood, number 508, Atomic Blonde, number 524, Sonia Sotomayor, number 544, Hacker, number 845, New York Skate of Mind, number 911, Pulp Friction, number 925, Sweet Home Alabama, number 1503, Mona Lethal, number 2022, your co-captain, Chance the Lapper, number 647, your captain, Whiskey Behavior. Manager for the serial killers is Pit Girl and the bench coach, Melistopheles. Let's hear it for the serial killers.
All right, y'all ready to meet the Dairy Queens? That's right, make some noise for them. Wearing pink, it's the Dairy Queens, everybody. Wearing 04, it's Damage Dame. Wearing number 6, it's Jaeger Bomb. Wearing 33D, Deacup Runneth Over. Wearing number 85, Phil Scorcho. Wearing number 86, Alpaca Punch. Wearing 101, Nunchucks. Wearing 156, Horchata. Wearing 305, Gandalf the Cray. Wearing 511, Breaker Thighs. Wearing 3300, Slim Riggins. Wearing 9637, Jane Woe. The co-captain wearing 1942 is Misbehavin'. And the captain wearing 39 is Bucket! The manager is Diana Ross, and the bench coach is Jezebel. Give it up for your Dairy Queens, everybody.
And our enforcers for this game, in the role of head referee, we have Ridley Scorpo, game executioner, Mazapane de la Chismosa, jammer referees, Wild Bill Hiccup and Jackie Nimble, pack refs, Rules Vern and Sweep the Leg Johnny, outside pack ref, Metalikill, penalty tracker, Scary Fisher. Penalty tracker assistant, Karen Bout Nuffin. Penalty box administrators, Dorky and Dangerous and E.T. Carey. Eyes in the Sky, E.T. Adam and Girl Friday. Scoreboard operator, Hassel Black. Whiteboard is Morning Wood. And our alt, Dooms Daisy.
All right. Thank you, enforcers. We'd also like to thank our EMTs, the doll repair team, the track monkeys, and the rad crew have been working really hard to bring this to you, as have all the Derby dolls. Our DJ today is DJ MacBook Air. We also got our Derby docents around to answer all of your Derby questions. And at halftime, we have Jacques Francis. I am Eva Lee, and this is Casey Balmer, and we will be your announcers today. And now, I'd quickly like to remind everybody, in case of an emergency, outside's over there. Well, technically, we are outside, so pretty much you're okay. I also want to do a quick moment to acknowledge that we gather in traditional unceded Kizh and Tongva land. We ask lead members and the Derby Dolls community to honor with gratitude the Kizh and Tongva people, elders, and the land itself. And now, I have one question for you. Are you ready for Ruler Derby action? Come on, Hollywood! Blowing our first whistle today is Brianna McKay. Bri is a content creator as well as the office manager for PEG, a company that represents LGBTQ plus talent, and Trixie Matt. And we're so glad to have you here today. So we will wait for a moment. There goes the jammers, and there goes the blockers, and this is the first jam. Now, if you haven't been here before, the jammers are wearing stars on their helmets. Their job is to get out of the pack. When they go around the track, and come around into the pack, every member of the opposing team they pass is a point. You have the lead jammer right now who has the power to either skate the full 60 seconds of the jam or call it up by putting hands on hips. One into the infield now has to re-enter the pack without advancing position or would get a tracking penalty or a cutting penalty. Both jammers are out and calls it off. All right, did everybody get that? Y'all understand roller derby now? Yeah, let's just have a good time and drink some beer.
How many people out there have never seen a roller derby bout in their life? Yeah, welcome. We are happy to have you here, happy to indoctrinate you into the grand cult of roller derby.
We'd like to remind you to live the dream because the dream is mandatory. And now we got our second jam underway. And I also want to welcome, of course, everyone watching on the YouTube channel. I see Bucket. Bucket's jamming for the Dairy Queens wearing pink. Jammer for the black team, the serial killer, still getting stuck behind a pretty solid wall of pink in the middle, but finally making way out.
Now, if you get confused about who your lead jammer is, just take a look at the pack refs in the center wearing the colored armbands. The one that they're pointing at is the person in the lead.
Yes, they're not trying to be rude. They were just kind of doing like a little bit Saturday Night Fever sort of thing.
And the bonus when you're a lead jammer is if you tap your hips, you get to stop the clock and reset. So that's a little trick that you should know about the derby rules.
Yeah, that's a power we all wish we could have, is just stop the clock and reset.
I've been tapping my hips for 20 years.
I've been doing it longer than that. Hey, you know what? We have right now the Dairy Queens in the lead, 7-0. And although serial killers, they are out front. That's Hell's Kitten jamming for the serial killers.
And third jam, serial killer's first lead designation here. She's out of the pack on the first pass.
Now, this is a track that we rented for the event. It's not our usual track, so you'll notice if you've been to games before, the skaters are making a little bit of adjustment to it. They're also not exactly used to going into an infield that is asphalt, which is great if you fall on your ass on that asphalt.
You might recognize this track from Birds of Prey.
That's right. This is the track that was used in the movie Birds of Prey with Margot Robbie. And and by the way, we do have 2 penalties on this, and one of them is against the jammer for the serial killers with a cutting penalty. And so we're going to have a power jam situation here. That's right. One jammer on the floor, one team that can score. That is Bell Scorcho. And this track, yes, used in the Harley Quinn movies. Maybe there'll be more. Bell Scorcho out of the pack because she is the lead jammer and the only jammer. Dairy Queens are ahead right now 7-4, and they got a really slow-moving pack to help getting her into another point-scoring position right past Whiskey Behavior in the front line and on her way through to get to another scoring pass.
Dairy Queen's doing a great job just holding that pack absolutely stone still for their jammer.
Well, I think we all know nothing backs you up quite like Dairy.
Oh!
I mean, come on. You go to Europe and you're like, oh, my.
Oh, where's my bell? Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, but the holding back by the Dairy Queens, they're trying to make it so the jammer, Bell Scorcher, get through multiple times. And how many we got? 10? 10 big points for the Dairy Queens, bringing it to 17-4. Woo! Coming to you live from a parking lot in Hollywood.
I know it's warm out there, but let's give your energy. It's getting hot in here. But keep on all your clothes because this is a family event.
Most of your clothes. And we do have a penalty right now. We do have a penalty against the Dairy Queen, so they will be down 1 skater for this jam. Looks like that's D-Cup in the penalty. She's probably exhausted from setting up this track. Jägerbomb jamming for the Dairy Queens. Both jammers out of the pack. That's DEFCON 1, jamming for the serial killers.
Did Jaeger call it in time? Yes, she did. Called it in time. No points for the serial killers.
And according to the 2 people in the back of a U-Haul, we got 1 point for the Dairy Queens. Yeah,
all right.
If you want to see who's, yes, they're standing in the back of a U-Haul in a parking lot in Hollywood.
Are they lesbians? Because this is Pride. Are you lesbians on your first date?
No, I think that's a third date for the U. I thought it was third date with the U.
Oh, no. Second date.
Second date U-Haul is here in honor of Lesbians at Pride. Thank you to my Derby wife, Casey Bomber, for that observation. And right now, I'm observing some great skating there from Misbehaving, the co-captain of the Dairy Queens, currently lead jammer. But both jammers are out. Hacker was coming up behind the pack, and so decided to call off the jam to stop the opposing team from scoring any points. Don't forget to buy some raffle tickets, because during the raffle, we'll be raffling off this U-Haul for anybody on their second date. We also do have a penalty against the Dairy Queens, against Alpaca Punch, with an arms penalty.
As we wait for the whistle, give a shout out to one of our sponsors, S1 Helmets. S1 Helmets, symbol of protection, protecting the Derby Dolls since 2009, the official helmet of the Derby Dolls.
Yeah, you got to protect your noggin. You don't want to hurt your noggin. You can't replace your noggin. Hey, we got Atomic Blonde jamming for the Serial Killers.
Pile up there on turn number 3, holding the Dairy Queen's jammer back very effectively. Serial Killers seem to have found their groove here.
Yeah, they really, the getting used to that track, though, is definitely a little bit of work. Yesterday, it started getting moist.
And here I thought Serial was supposed to not back you up.
But I don't know if they're the high fiber kind. Well, right now, though, they're doing a good job of backing up Damaged Dame, keeping her at the back of the pack. So we're going to say it's non-fibrous cereal.
And one more full pass on the pack for the Dairy Queens.
Looks like the jam clock is over. Let's look at that U-Haul to see what the points are.
Holding Dairy Queen scoreless once again.
12 points for the Serial Killers, everybody. Make some noise for roller derby. Bringing up there now it's 27-16, so chipping away at the Dairy Queen's lead. I love Diana Ross in her milkwoman outfit. It's just fantastic.
I know. Who knew? Who knew that you could cosplay a sassy milk lady?
Yeah, so before we had someone dressed as a cow, but obviously it's a little hot for that today. D-Cup runneth over, who has been setting up this track all weekend long, is your lead jammer. And pretty much our hero of the weekend. Oh, several heroes this weekend, but one of them for sure. Stiletto jamming for the Serial Killers. There goes D-Cup. I brought this track and I will dominate on it. I built it and I can tear it down. Seriously, oh my goodness. Was that like a star pass right there?
Oh.
Yeah, we had a little bit, there seemed like she was gonna try and pass the star helmet, panty cover, whatever you want to call it, and didn't quite work for you. Hey, we got Jesus out there. Participating as Melistopheles 1031. Her real number is 500. Oh, we got a penalty against Jaegerbomb. Arms penalty against the Dairy Queens. Jaegerbomb also been working really hard getting that track set up, so she probably just wants a moment to sit down by herself, get a little quiet, collect her thoughts. All right, sorry, taking care of some announcery, very important stuff that we can't even tell you about or you'd have to be killed. But the most important thing is what is going on the track with the Dairy Queens. That's a Alpaca Punch trying to make a way into the back of the pack. Oh, but not in time to call it off before Pocahontas makes her way. Let's see what the damage that was done on that jam. Oh, and by the way, no whistling. If you'd like to whistle, you must be an enforcer. And as demonstrated there, you can scream, you can shout, you can stomp your feet, you can sing a little song. You just cannot whistle. And by the way, we have Gandalf the Cray that is sitting in the penalty box with a directional block that will be happening during this jam.
Like to give thanks to Frogmouth Clothing. The Derby Dolls wear custom uniforms made by Frogmouth Clothing based in Austin, Texas. Also, thanks to the Derby Doll Repair Team. Special thanks to our medical staff. If you're looking for a chiropractor or acupuncturist, please visit one of our team. They support the dolls all year long and are some of the best around. Trust me, my back has thanked them. Check them out at derbydolls.com/doll-repair.
Hey, make sure you get some cold, refreshing beer from our sponsor, Sierra Nevada, the official beer of the Derby Dolls. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I heard on the coast that some swimmers got attacked by a gay shark.
Wait, how did they know it was gay?
Because as he was approaching, he went da-dun, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da. No, nothing. Wow.
All right, if we could load Casey Bomber into the U-Haul, please.
Man, no dads out there to appreciate those jokes. All right, noted.
Maybe that's a fourth quarter joke after everyone's got a few Sierra Nevadas in them.
I'm right here. What do you need? Sorry. What do you need?
We need a track monkey.
It's fine. The track's fine.
Okay, the track's fine.
Not a regular monkey, though, because it's illegal to keep those in Los Angeles, I hear.
So they say.
No actual monkeys were used to build this track. Just in case you're with the ASPCA, just letting you know.
I think it's more the PETA. They're down on Sunset, so they most likely be here. All right, so we do have Gandalf, the Cray, and the penalty box for the Dairy Queens, and we've got this jam underway. 5 minutes left in the first quarter before we have the T-shirt toss. It's going to be great. We're going to throw T-shirts at your head. We got co-captain Misbehaving jamming for the Dairy Queens. But right behind her, we got the jammer. Oh, for the serial killer. She goes up to the front, calls it off. I guess you could say she hit it and quit it.
Just a clear lane on the inside for the jammer for the Dairy Queens. It's always nice in roller derby as a jammer if you make it through the pack untouched. That's kind of like, whew, got a freebie.
Yeah. No, that was pretty impressive. It was almost like, I can imagine how fast she actually got through traffic to get here, because with skills like that. I broke so many laws getting here. Okay, that's Nunchucks. Jamming for the Dairy Queens. And it looks like Stefcon jamming for the serial killer stuck at the back of the pack. Oh, no, sorry, that's not Stefcon. That's Sonia Sotomayor. Yoo-hoo! I saw the visor. The visor's usually a pretty traditional Stefcon look. I thought it was trademarked. The grandma trademark on the visor helmet. Is there any attorneys here to verify that? No. Okay.
DM.
Oh, we do have a penalty kids Jaeger bomb with an arms penalty for the Dairy Queens. All right, once again, who here is for the first time? Who here is their first derby bout? That's good to know. We'll keep trying to explain anything, and if you have questions, don't forget we should have a derby docent around here somewhere to answer all your derby questions and other stuff too.
Lead jammer is the Dairy Queens jammer once again.
Bel Scorcho normally skates for the fight crew.
She's been around for a while, Bel Scorcho.
Yeah, and just had a little baby named Joyce.
Aw.
Yeah, I think she was back at practice like a week after delivering.
Man, I can't even skate roller derby after I have a burrito, much less a baby.
And good one. I totally agree with you on that one. And we do have a penalty against the captain of the serial killers. Whiskey behavior is in the penalty box.
I mean, if you think I'm bad at announcing, you should see me skate.
Oh, you sound great, wife. I know it's been a while since you retired. Thank you so much for coming out of retirement to announce here with me today.
Only for you, my wife.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And we got Bucket trying really hard to get past DEFCON 1. Finally making way out of the pack. Gotta love Bucket. Chance Lapper jamming for the serial killers. Wearing those fantastic Fruit Loop shorts. And we shall know her by her trail of Fruit Loops.
That's not a bad thing to be known for, I guess.
I've been known for much worse. especially in parking lots in Hollywood.
Oh, it's more of a bathrooms in Hollywood type myself.
Oh, we have a penalty against STEFCON 1 for the serial killers with a directional block. There goes Jagerbomb. She spent a lot of time in the penalty box, but now she's spinning it as a jammer in that lovely orange skirt. It's very in style these days. Quite fashionable for our Hollywood appearance at Pride. Oh, nice move there to get through on the high side. Oh, hop, skip, and a jump right through that pack.
Jaeger coming around for a second pass on the pack. And she's going to call that off.
Yeah, Hacker was trying to work her way to the back of the pack after getting out, not quite making it.
It's an 8-point jam for the Dairy Queens. Hey, if you like what you see, you can join LA Derby Doll's Fresh Meat. You want to be a Derby Doll? Does this look good to you? It's not always outdoors, I promise you. Visit our table in the vendor area to learn about our Fresh Meat program or online at derbydolls.com/join for more info.
Yeah, come down to Vernon. Take some classes. It's a lot of fun. We do have Hacker in the penalty box from the last jam, and that she was the jammer. That means there's only one jammer on the floor, one team that can score, and that is the Dairy Queens. Looks like we got Gandalf the Cray. The jammer, only jammer. Yeah, our place in Vernon is really close to the California Curling Center. So you can go down there, take a curling lesson, and then come up and go take a derby lesson. So you can figure out what you like more, curling or roller derby.
Just in case curling isn't full contact enough for you.
Yes, you might be like, I feel like I still have more I want to give. Maybe you need to give it to a derby track.
Full contact curling. I've just invented something. TM, don't steal it.
Oh man, we should try that. I think anything we do would end up being full contact, knowing me. Calling the jam off. 5 points for the Dairy Queens. Advancing their lead. You know, we had this yesterday, we did a bout with our junior Derby Dolls, and we had one team dominating pretty much for the first half. And man, I tell you, that can change very quickly. We do have two penalties against the Dairy Queens. We got Numchucks with a directional block in the penalty box, and Slim Briggins, with a stopping penalty. So they are down 2 blockers for this jam. We got Newsy skating for the serial killers. Newsy, who recently walked for receiving her PhD in sociology.
Dr. Newsy.
Doctor of Sociology, my favorite PhD. Oh man, they're like trying to you got to keep moving or you will get a penalty for stopping. And right now they're trying to keep moving, but they're also trying to control the pack so that right now Newsy can keep coming through into a point scoring position. That's what they're doing there, and they're doing a great job of holding it back because you had the Dairy Queen thinned out with only 2 skaters. However, here comes D-Cup. Now, of course, Newsy, because there were people in the penalty box, will get ghost points for those skaters. What do we got? Bunch of points. 14 points for the serial killers. Woo!
All right, there's also some other ways to be involved with the Derby Dolls. If you like what you see here, you can join the Enforcers, or you too can be a roller derby referee. We'll even train you. All of that business, and you can be part of all of this fun from the inside of the track, which is only accidental full contact. Refs at derbydolls.com for more information there, or you could perhaps join Derby Por Vida. Whether you want to skate roller derby for fun or to prepare for fresh meat, Derby Por Vida is the place for you.
All right, everybody, the skaters are now off the track, and you know what time that is. It's time for the T-shirt toss. Welcome to the track, Block, Matrix, and Draft Punk. You gotta let them know if you want a T-shirt, because they have shirts from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Enjoy the little things. We're gonna throw T-shirts at your head.
It's the most excited I've seen this crowd so far. Everybody, Derby.
You want a shirt?
Here we are.
Do you want it? Do you really want it?
You get a shirt, and you get a shirt, and you get a shirt.
Yeah, you gotta show them you want it. I tried to throw my panties at Sean Cassidy the other week. Boy, did that fail. It's harder than you think to throw fabric in the air. I think that person really wanted it.
Well, panties, they don't travel too far. That's very diaphanous fabric.
Yeah, I know. I've got to work on that strategy in case I get to see Sean Cassidy again.
Also, I'm giving myself 5 points for using the word diaphanous on the microphone at a roller derby bout. Thank you, me.
I will be Googling that tomorrow. Because I don't know what it means.
So we got a much needed break for the skaters here to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. I suggest all of you also hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Visit our concessions where you can find all sorts of beverages of the alcoholic and non-alcoholic variety. Snacks. Snacks to keep your blood sugar high. It's hot out here, folks. Hydrate. Thank you to our t-shirt tossers.
All right, we got a couple minutes left, and I'm just going to take a quick moment here to once again thank all of you for coming out. A special shout out to Art Ebla from UV Energy Consultants and Manuel Puena from Concentric for donating the food for the weekend to feed our volunteers. Thank you so very much for that. We really appreciate it. And Pulp Friction wants to welcome her friends Colin, Sasha, Nicole, Jeanette, and her daughter, Addie. So welcome to all of Pulp Friction's friends. And a special shout out to her derby wife that came to see her, V, and Chains, and hopefully watching online, although she is in Long Island right now doing the Long Island Pride, a former skater of ours who went by Addie Lescent, but now skates under the name LeVay in New York. And a big shout out to her. And LeVay, also known as my friend Danielle, also known as Addie Lescent, wants Pulp Fiction to know that she loves and misses her. And once again, congratulations to Newsy, who graduated with her PhD in sociology, the sexiest of all PhDs, a couple years ago, but finally got a walk today, this weekend, which was nice.
Can I also say hello to one of our former cohorts here at the Derby Dolls, the legendary Queen of Mean, the Empress of Ejection, Tara Armov. Come on, Tara Armov. There she is.
Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to do a quick moment here just to thank again our sponsor, Sierra Nevada. And if you're not here at the Derby Dolls, I hope that you're drinking one at home if you're watching this on YouTube. Sierra Nevada.
It's your life. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to shock it to. It's your life.
Roller derby. Oh, that's cute. You guys should see this commercial. It's really cool. I mean, you probably could try to see it on one of the screens, but I'm kind of guessing it's a little bright out there. So did anyone go to the parade earlier? Y'all go to the parade? Did anyone give me a rainbow flag? Because I did not get my flag this year. No flags for me? No flags for evil? Drats. Where's Tara at?
Mid-track.
Oh, hi, Tara. I can see how cranky she looks for being in the sun. I love you, Tara.
Also, shout out to my lady, Brawl Me Maybe, former skater, here with me. Yeah. You know what? You want to talk about pride, everybody. There's love blooming in the Derby Dolls community. 5 years and counting with my gal, former skater, as was I.
How many girlfriends did you get to roll with? No, just kidding.
Hey, shh.
And just a reminder, our food today is presented by, oh, yeah, I got some stickers. I got pride stickers. Yeah, I love all this stuff. I love it. And we got food here from Fried Out, everybody. So got to check that out. You know, if it's fried, it's good. I think that's her motto, right? It's my motto.
All right, we've also got your official Derby Dolls gear at our merch booths located by the vendor area. And we do have Pride-themed merch, especially for this Pride weekend.
Oh my God, we got little bells. We got cowbells. And this is for Isabel Ringer of the San Diego Derby Dolls. More cowbell.
All right, we're
remembers
back.
that.
We're back on the track.
I was really excited because it's a cowbell and my real name is Elsa. We have a thing for cowbells. I'm also half Dutch. Okay, so right now we have misbehaving, jamming for the Dairy Queens, making her way into a point scoring position in the pack, while the jammer for the serial killers has made her way out. That is Pulp Friction. I hope everybody got their Pulp Friction shout outs going there. And, we got both jammers in the pack now. You know, these cowbells also make paperweights.
Perfect.
That's it. Jam is off. What's the damage there? Oh, whistles. I think that's going to be a timeout. 6 points for the Dairy Queens, 4 points for the serial killers.
You didn't want the other beer.
And that makes it 75-34. And we will have a penalty on this jam against the serial killers. We got a directional block on Atomic Blonde. All right, so we got one blocker in the penalty box for the serial killers. And it looks like the Dairy Queens are trying to do their best to make out of that little bit thinned out pack with a Bucket coming out into lead jammer position. Ooh! Came in a little hot on that one.
Woo, Dairy Queen's calling off the jam.
I mean, everything's coming in a little hot today.
Whew, you tell me.
Do you want me to pull out the air conditioning system? I have it here somewhere.
So you know the Derby Dolls started out in 2003, coming up really quickly on the 20th anniversary of the Derby Dolls here in Los Angeles.
20 years. I'm on 19, as is my wife here. Well, we brought you back, so now you're technically a Derby Doll. You're always a Derby Doll. You're always family. And we do have a penalty against Bucket, though. She's got a back blocking penalty, so the next jam is going to be a power jam.
I'm grandmothered in.
Yes. Sorry, I was trying to find the air conditioning. Oh, here it is. Here's the air conditioning. This is the AC booth, the announcer's booth air conditioning. You thought I was joking. Woo. All right, who's having a good time? Who here is rooting for the serial killers? And who's rooting for the Dairy Queens? Who's just rooting for beer? Got these lovely. Now this is appropriate. You can, like I said, you can scream, you can shout, you can use your cowbell, and you just can't whistle. If you want to whistle, you got to become an enforcer, which you can do, and you get to wear like a nifty outfit and stuff, and be in the center of the track.
If you feel your energy flagging a little bit, you can get from our vendors C4 Energy. Get a can of C4 Energy from Nutrabolt in our vendor area. Try their C4 Smart Energy or the new Skittles flavor. Ooh.
Skittles. Now, somebody tried the Skittles flavor yesterday and said it was quite delicious. Power Jam! All right, got a little scrambling going on the pack as they're positioning for this Power Jam. Power Jam! You want to try it, wife?
Power Jam.
Power Jam! See, I always sound metal, but I am metal, so that makes sense.
And I sound like a Muppet. But I am a Muppet, so that also makes sense.
Sonia Sotomayor, who is under strict protection these days. A very strong protection on YOLO here. Is the only jammer and trying to rack up some points there for the serial killers, since they are currently behind a bit there.
Just for the crowd's info, if the jammer is penalized in the previous jam, they must sit out when the jam begins in the next jam. So that is why you only see one team with that starred helmet cover out there.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, Derby is a game where you're skating offense and defense, but when you only have one jammer on the track, everyone's attention's on that jammer. It's like when you have an older sibling, it's only the two of you, and one goes off to college, and all of a sudden your parents are just like on you all the time. It's harsh, man. So harsh.
I'm the oldest, so you'll have to ask my brother about that.
Maybe someday I will. And we got Chancellor Lapper, who was the jammer in that, or I'm sorry, she's in the penalty box with a cutting penalty, not the jammer. I was misreading my signals. And we also have Noomchucks in there with an arms penalty for the Dairy Queens. Saw an X, but I was thinking it was a star. Hacker jamming for the Serial Killers. Bill Scorcho jamming for, both of them through just as Serial Killers are trying to call it off.
That was a solid synchronized jammer pass on the inside.
It was getting 3 points there for the Serial Killers. Once again, chipping away at the lead.
Hey, don't forget we do have a raffle, so stop by those concessions at halftime to grab your raffle tickets and win some fun prizes. Only $1 each for tickets.
Oh, there's really cool stuff you're going to win, and you're going to be sitting there when we do it right here at the end of the third quarter. So you're going to make sure you have those raffle tickets because you're going to want to win something. Steph Kahn right now jamming for the Serial Killers.
Well, Steph Kahn's been around for a while. They lovingly call her Grandma. I'm wondering how long she'll skate before she's lovingly called Great Grandma.
We might be hitting that now. Look, everyone's trying to give Grandma a hug by holding her in the middle of the pack. It's
She's
really
like
cute.
She's like the Ann Calvello of the Derby dolls.
She really is.
She skated in 5 separate decades. That's not actually true.
Well, Ann did. But, kind of. I mean, beginning of one, end of one, beginning of the other. It's stretched out. If you get a chance to see the documentary 18th and Grand, you can see all kinds of fabulous, exciting roller derby action in that movie. The history of the Olympic Auditorium, along with punk rock, some really good stuff there on Wendy O. Williams, and of course wrestling and boxing in there. We do have a penalty on this jam against the Serial Killers. We got a directional block against Atomic Blonde. The quiet before the jam.
I can cut the anticipation with a knife.
I was staring at the wavy Davy we have out front. Can we keep that? How much was that?
He's the most excited person in the crowd.
He reminds me when we had a Blaine Capatch announcing with me the other week. He's also one of our announcers. Official timeout, by the way. And we put him in front of a giant fan because he only weighs like 98 pounds. He was like looking exactly like a wavy Davy. We had our own personal wavy Davy. Again, thank everybody for coming here today. We're excited to have you. Got an official timeout here, making sure everything's legal. Don't forget, we've got cold beer, we've got cold beverages, concessions, snacks, and we have the fried out food around here, which I haven't investigated, but I hear it's fabulous. And of course, cowbells. Oh, I believe. And just a reminder, please take pictures and video and tag your friends on all the social medias. Tag the Derby Dolls. Tag us on the Instagram, on the TikTok, on the Facebook, on the Twitters, because we have no advertising budget. So we're relying on you to tell people, look at the great time I'm having at roller derby. I'm way cooler than you because I'm here and you're not. I say that all the time.
Get it on the TikToks.
The TikTok. I finally got on TikTok because my friend Magenta Harley kept bugging me. She's like, I keep wanting to see all these cat videos, and you need to go on TikTok just for that. So basically, I joined for the cats. And occasionally post my own cat videos. That and Snakes in Runyon Canyon. If you're interested in seeing Snakes in Runyon Canyon, find Evilly Are You Ready on TikTok. We got Newsy right now jamming for the Serial Killers and Gandalf the Craig jamming for the Dairy Queens. Oh, Newsy into the pack, calls it off. And I believe picks up 1 point. 1 point for the Serial Killers.
All right, for those of you out there keeping track, that's 75 points 79 points currently for the Dairy Queens, 51 points for Serial Killers. Now's a really good time to cheer for your Serial Killers lead jammer. If you're rooting for the team in the black jerseys, let's hear it.
Yep, that's Pulp Friction. And I know Pulp's got some people here, so make some noise for Pulp Friction. Oh, Mommy takes out her own teammate there. Coming in a little too hot. Everything today is a little too hot. Do you think the helicopter person just went over and was like, oh, cool, man, there's roller derby?
Most definitely. If I was driving a helicopter, I would for sure be hovering over this right now.
Dude, it's roller derby. We do have a penalty against Hacker of the Serial Killers with a failure to reform penalty. Here, failure reforms means to get in the pack in the engagement zone. If you don't do that, it's a failure to reform. Noomchuck's jamming for the Dairy Queens. And that's Hell's Kitten jamming for the Serial Killers. Oh, Jesus took her to the rail. Jesus, well, of course, she's wearing a Mel Stoffley shirt, but that was Jesus. Jesus, who's not only been setting up RAD, but all of our AV stuff here, but then went to go skate in the infield.
I know, she was literally standing here DJing until a whistle blew.
Yeah, she is the keeper of our DJ. Our DJ today, MacBook Air. MacBook Air is replacing our former DJ, Public Domain. Oh man, Bucket taking the jammer from the Serial Killers up to the rail, holding her back long enough for, I believe, that Breaker Thighs coming through and jamming for the Dairy Queens. First time that Breaker Thighs has been jamming. Come on, Breaker. Everyone's adjusting to this track. They're like, man, this is a little different than our normal one that's safely inside in a place in Burn-In. Atomic Bomb jamming for the Serial Killers. I love the positioning when they try to go. The blockers fighting for the rail position right there. I hope you enjoy that too. Looked like we had Jesus and Horchata trying to get the top position. As for the jammer, the team that scored last, the most points in the last jam, they get their choice of the high or low. If you'll excuse me, my Fitbit just told me I need to get 98 more steps. Be right back. Jaeger Bomb, finally out of the pack, but she's got Stiletto in front of her. Ooh, we got a jammer race.
Oh, look at the smiles on their face, too.
I know, Stiletto so wants to drop Jaeger Bomb.
It's just like, try me, try me, try me. Is anybody from Team Heckle here?
Team Heckle?
Team Heckle?
Yeah, I think I see a Team Heckler in there.
Is there a Team Heckle member under a red umbrella?
Can we get Team Heckle member a cowbell so... She'll get loud soon. She's trying not to melt right now. I would like to give a shout out to Shade, as in the shade of the pop-up tent above us. Thank you, Shade. Thank you, who brought the shade. Thank you to Shady Hawkins, who's no longer with the league, but I love her anyway. Bucket skating for the Dairy Queens, throwing some shade towards the Serial Killers as she's out front.
D Cup in front of the pack in her signature, turning around backwards and blocking the entire pack.
Yeah, like I said, D Cup has been like setting up this track every single second. So this track pretty much, I believe, is kind of hers. Hey, and just a reminder, no whistling, everybody. The only people allowed to whistle are the enforcers in the middle. So if you're whistling, you can't do that. We do have a penalty against Serial Killers. One of them will be sitting out. One of the blockers will be sitting in the penalty box. But yes, scream, shout, stomp your feet.
I mean, we can issue penalties to whistlers in the crowd if necessary. And you don't want to know what that penalty is.
I'm thinking of something really bad right now. We got about, 4 minutes left in the first half, and we do have an official timeout. Hey, again, I want to thank everybody watching on our YouTube channel. If you can't join the Derby Dolls, make sure you check us out on YouTube. And I want to give a shout out to Van Halen. Woo! Van Halen, man. Okay. And I also want to give a shout out to Truck Driving Kimmy. Truck Driving Kimmy is watching the game live on YouTube and hauling 30,000 pounds of backyard swimming pools from Cumberland, Maryland to Phoenix, Arizona.
I feel like Truck Driving Kimmy is like a Derby Dolls Easter egg at this point. Like anybody watching Derby Dolls online, if you don't know the name Truck Driving Kimmy, I don't think you've really been watching.
Yes, me and Truck Driving Kimmy used to work together at a Village Inn in Las Cruces, New Mexico, as hostesses. And then she decided to hit the road, literally. Woo, Van Halen.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to shock it to. It's your thing.
Don't forget at halftime, we've got Jacques Francis will be performing, formerly known as Jacques the Stripper.
I know, I've been following her on
Chocolate?
Instagram for like 3 years. I'm very excited that she now lives in Los Angeles and Instagram follow becomes an in-person viewing.
Yeah, you know, she's going to be traveling the country soon, doing a book tour and a performance tour. Oh, man, check us out, though. We got Steph Con jamming against... Oh, I wouldn't tell who the lead jammer was there. We had a little bit of a lead change. That was Misbehavin' versus Steph Con. 4-4. It's a wash, but it was really good.
Much like my grandma. That grandma is sneaky.
Yeah, so Jacques, the stripper, or Jacques Francis, is going to doing a thing called Divorced in Paradise, and we're going to be driving around in a pink Subaru across the continent on her book tour and performing. But you can see her here on halftime. That's Newsy, Dr. Newsy, jamming for the Serial Killers.
Alpaca Punch jamming for the Dairy Queens. Newsy's your lead. Newsy calls off the jam. 3-point Serial Killers.
Dude, that's so cool.
Got a kid in wheelies skating around a roller derby track. It's very meta.
You know, when I left last night, there was 3 kids pulling up in the parking lot with skateboards, and I thought I was going to have to like kick them out, but they went away for a bit. I can imagine they only came back to try and skate the track.
Wouldn't be the first time I've seen it.
No, I remember we had our place in Little Tokyo in the mall, and people would come in and they'd skate it, ride their bicycles on it, all that stuff. Now, anyone else, though, you're not allowed to be 6 feet around the track unless you are a part of the official Derby Dolls, like one of our photographers, because you could get a skate to the face. So, unless you're Grant over here, Grant Palmer Photography, you can see him on his social media, so it's great photography, then you can't get that close to the track. Oh, Chance the Lapper into the track, and looks like she ran right into Steph Con. Still got a couple of jams left in this first half of exciting roller derby action coming at you at a parking lot in Hollywood. Woo! Roller derby, everybody.
Let's hear it for climate change. Ouch. Ouch, ouch.
Climate change, it's real. Brought to you by people who didn't realize climate change, it's real. Also real right now is the Serial Killers having the lead jammer there with Hacker. And look at the determination there of Jesus to stop the opposing jammer. Haven't had Jesus on the track in a while. She's amazing. It's like, oh, is that Stiletto also working with her? Yes.
Yeah, that's a great double up at the back of the pack there. Solid blocking.
Ooh.
Jesus just coming all the way through the pack, harassing the Dairy Queen's jammer.
Well, it looks like Jaegerbaum was trying to choose the pivot and was trying to do a star helmet cover switch and didn't quite work that out. 28 seconds left on the clock for this first half, and then I hope everyone will join us at halftime for Jacques Francis. And we do have a penalty against Jaegerbaum with an arms penalty, and Stiletto with a blocking out of play ×2. If they get 7 penalties, they're ejected from the bout.
Ultra penalty.
Ultra! Gotta love the sound of the skates on the Masonite. And don't forget also at halftime, get some beer, get some food, get some artisan fries. That's it for halftime, everybody. I believe we're doing a check, and then everyone stick around. We're gonna have Jacques Francis out here shortly. So we'll see you back in just a few minutes. I'm gonna go.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to shock it to. It's your thing.
Tired of the humdrum routine? Is life getting you down? Whoa! Break free from societal norms and try Psychos! The cereal that everyone's screaming about from the LA Derby dolls. Warning, Psychos might contain arsenic and are not liable for attempted first or second degree murders.
Don't forget the prize inside.
Roller derby can cause serious injuries. Skate at your own risk.
What team's gonna want me? I can barely do a snowplow.
Hang in there, Loud. I'm you 4 years from now after drinking lots of milk and working out.
Well, I'm still not changing.
But milk is at work inside you.
Oh, yeah?
And come bout day, the difference can show. All that protein for muscles and calcium for bones.
But I'm still a bench warmer.
If the sight of yourself as a team skater doesn't convince you, Loud, listen to your future coach.
Let's go, Loud. We're waiting.
Milk does Derby good.
All right, everybody. Hello. Hello, Hollywood. We got a little halftime performance for you. I hope you're all ready for exciting halftime action. We would like to welcome to the center of the track, Jacques Francis, the artist formerly known as Jacques the Stripper. A recently divorced entertainer, artist, and entrepreneur, has spent the last 10 years pursuing the art of frivolity. You and me both, darling. And you know her from Hustlers. And you'll see her on the road soon, going around the continent in a pink Subaru. By the way, Subaru backwards is you're a bus, just so you know. And anyway, you'll see her on that tour soon, and her book is going to be called Divorced in Paradise. Make some noise, everybody, for Jacques Francis.
Hello. Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? My very first girlfriend was really good at it. Oh my God, I came out that summer. I fell so hard in love, and she did not. I mean, we had a really good time. You know, it was my gay awakening. Everybody has one. Well, not everybody. Maybe you haven't had yours yet. But I want to let all the baby queers know that this is a really safe space to try it out. Oh my God, she was so hot. I came to the games. I sat in the stands. I just watched her so sweaty with those socks. And I was like, this is what I want. I'm here. And then she dumped me for the captain. I know. I'm still insecure about it 15 years later. I still feel like she was so butch and hot and good, like the one she dumped me for, and that was the beginning of like my queer anxiety of like, am I gay enough? What makes me gay enough? It took me a long time to accept that there's room for gay Barbie too. Yeah, and I hold a soft place in my heart for it. I do. There's so many. And then you know what? On my third girlfriend, I married her. Yes! Thank you! Thank you. On June 26th, 9 years ago, DOMA was overturned, which gave us gays the right to marry and have federal rights. Yes! Because I'm Canadian, right? It didn't make sense for us to get married. But if I wanted to stay in this amazing land of opportunity, I love it here. Okay, it's very exciting. And sure enough, just like the average marriage, did you know that the average marriage is 8 years? 50% of marriages end in divorce. The other 50% end in death. Yeah, so I was married to my now ex-wife for 7 years and 11 months. Boo? Okay, all right. I think we did good. I think we're perfectly average, just slightly under, actually. And I just want you all to know that you're allowed to want to get married. And you're allowed to want to get divorced, too. It's okay. Nothing is forever except plastic. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And it's all good to love somebody and then to say thank you next. Because if we want gay rights, we also need to be able to get divorced too. And that's what my show is about. I'm doing a one-woman show about gay divorce and transformation because, honestly, divorce was the most transformative experience of my life. And everyone's talking about it like it's a failure, but honestly, it's a pretty wild ride and it's worth talking about. And I don't want to stigmatize it anymore. Half of us are going to go through it, and you know what? We can look good doing it, and we can laugh about it too. I'm so happy to be here. How are you doing? Gorgeous in the tie-dye. Tell me your name. Ashley. How are you feeling? Yeah? Who are you supporting today? Everybody! Are we all supporting everybody today? Isn't it so great to just show up and support other people? It's easy. It's so much easier than what everyone else is about to do in here. I'm kind of nervous. I'm going to blow the whistle, and then I'm going to go get my nails done. All right, so let's start bringing out the athletes. Yes. The athletes are going to come out. I'm going to admire them. Does anybody have a crush they're eyeing tonight? Is anybody having new feelings that they haven't had before this Pride? Are you having new feelings? Is it no? Say, you got a crush? Who wants to talk about their crush? You're from Germany? Your crush is from Germany. That's hot. I love that. I like it when people have crushes. It gets me excited. I want to know how I can support. How are you? Do you like being called on by the class teacher? No. No, it makes you uncomfortable. You look amazing. Is that a fresh tattoo? No, you're just really perfectly lubricated. You're ready. It's your sweat. Hot. Is everybody staying hydrated? Does everybody have a hat on or knows where they can get a hat? Okay, as your mother, as your gay mother, I want you to all just stay hydrated, have a great time. And now let's watch the real entertainment. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm Jack Francis.
Everybody, welcome back to the second half of exciting roller derby action coming at you at a parking lot in Hollywood at Pride. Y'all have a good halftime. Hope y'all loaded up some beer and energy drinks. I want to thank Jack Francis for coming out here. Don't forget to check her out on her Instagram as she's going across the country in her pink Subaru for her book tour and performing Divorced in Paradise. And don't forget, Subaru backwards is Eurobus. And I've been saying that for a very, very long time. We do have one of the blockers in the penalty box. It's for the serial killers. Game is 88-73, advantage to the Dairy Queens. And the Dairy Queens have the lead jammer right now, working way into a point-scoring position. However, jammer for the serial killers did get pretty close. Hacker might have actually picked up a couple points there. Looks like 2 points.
3 points, Dairy Queens. So just a 1 point advantage, Dairy Queens. Now a 16-point game at halftime. Not insurmountable by any means for serial killers. So serial killers pours a little milk in that bowl, then we could still have quite a game on our hands here in the second half.
Could have a lot of crunch.
But I do feel like this game is powered by crowd reaction. So who have we got out there in the crowd today? Can everybody let me know you're alive here in the heat? Do we need to send help, or are you alive out there, everybody? Who's got pride? That's what I'm talking about. Who's got extra pride? I like it. I like it.
Who's got a cowbell? I do. Nope.
Only you, apparently.
Seriously, be a half Dutch girl named Elsa, and I can't tell you how many cowbells I own. I own so many cowbells, it's ridiculous. Thank God people stopped giving me cowbells. All right, 90-77. Second half exciting roller derby action.
Now Dairy Queen's jammer, lead jammer. It was a race. They're getting out of the pack the first round, but Serial Killer's jammer got hung up by the very last Dairy Queen's blocker. We've got a call off from Dairy Queen's and...
Yeah, that was Bucket stuck at the back of the pack.
That's right, 2
I
points.
really liked how Bucket was smiling the whole time, like she was trying to bust in the line at the Tommy Hotel. Oh, a kitty cat. Meow. Thank you. So that means nobody in the penalty box because somebody drew me a cat. Meow. Hold. Apparently. Oh my goodness, everybody. An official timeout. I think we have a lesbian couple on their second date and they want to price out the U-Haul. Okay, we need Ridley over here. Wow, things are getting really official. I'm kind of nervous, man.
It's not letting me put the score on the board.
They're not letting her put the score on the board, everybody. Okay, supposedly, let's not tell everybody this.
Last time things became official, I had to get a divorce in Tijuana.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to shock it to. It's your thing.
Remember?
So, Jack Francis's Subaru, the U-Haul is what the lesbians have on their second date. The Subaru is what lesbians buy after they get married.
I thought it was a RAV4.
Free from
No,
societal norms
no.
and try Psychos, the cereal that everyone's screaming about from the LA Derby dolls. Warning, Psychos
What,
may contain arsenic and are not
Chance the
available for
Lapper
first
giving
or
us some
second
shout out to Subarus.
Pies inside.
Love you, Chance. Oh, and Mini Coopers.
If you see two lesbians in a U-Haul, you know things are going well after 48 hours. If you see two lesbians in a Subaru, you know things have been going well for at least 6
Me,
months.
I can barely do a snowplow.
Hang in there, Loud. I'm you 4 years from now after drinking lots of milk and working out.
Well, I'm still not changing.
But milk is at work inside you.
Oh, yeah?
And come bout day, the difference can show. All that protein for muscles and calcium for bones.
But I'm still a bench warmer.
If the sight of yourself as a team skater doesn't convince you, Loud, listen to your future coach.
Let's go, Loud. We're waiting.
Milk does Derby good.
Have a DJ night, so you like. Hey, don't forget to buy some raffle tickets, everybody.
What kind of fun stuff are we raffling
Here we
off?
go.
We've got a pair of Learn to Curl passes to the Southern California Curling Center. Listen, I've taken a curling class, and I'm going to tell you it is a lot of fun. We've got a 10-class pass to Sanctuary Fitness, any location, DTLA, Arts District, Pasadena, or West Hollywood, a bump box Bluetooth speaker, or a gift bag with Derby Doll merch, t-shirts, stickers, mask. So buy yourself a raffle ticket. That's $1 per ticket, but if you buy them in multiples, there are deals to be had. I hear you can perhaps haggle a better deal if you buy more tickets. So, like, for instance, $5 will get you 7. $10 will get you 15. $20 will get you 30. Now let's look around and think about if you put $20 in that raffle, how good your odds might be with 30 raffle tickets for 4 different prizes. Probably pretty good.
Yeah, and you know, if you don't try, you don't win. I've been trying to win one of those bump box Bluetooth speakers because they're effing adorable. And you know, I can't buy the tickets because it would look weird if I won, but I finally got my brother to win one for me yesterday, and everyone was like telling him, make sure you give that to Evil or she's going to be really pissed off. So it took me a while, but I finally won one, and it's so cute. So cool prizes. You're not going to want to miss out. And don't forget to pick up some Derby Dolls merch. Perfect Father's Day present if your dad is still alive.
Oh, wah, wah.
I know. Wah, wah. Oh, Chance the Lapper. Asking for a timeout. We have a skater down, so we're going to take a moment to make sure that she is okay and checked out, and then we'll be right back with you. We need the EMTs to the track, everybody. you taking that moment. We appreciate our EMTs who have been here since literally the first official Derby Dolls bout in 2005. And I saw blood, so I believe she was attempting to skate with her face instead of her feet, unfortunately. And because of that, she's going to have to sit out for a few jams, but she's staying on the infield, so I don't think she's going out for immediate dental surgery, which is good. We will be having 2 members in the penalty box of the Dairy Queens. We've got Jagerbaum in there with the directional block, and Alpaca Punch with a low blocking penalty. Woo! All right, everyone, make some noise for roller derby!
We're back on the track and back into the action as soon as the whistle blows. Here we go.
Yeah, it's a real sport, people. We ain't messing around. This ain't your, fake roller derby. This is a real deal. Oh, and a real deal. Getting hugged up by Noomchucks there. Atomic Blonde jamming for the Serial Killers.
Appreciating Atomic's Pride-themed shorts and matching socks.
Oh, yeah. It's a good look. And the perfect bruise. It's almost like, she almost could have been cast in Whip It with that look. The perfect bruise right there. Yep, see? Now the pack is pulling away from each other. You can see the enforcers in the middle saying where the pack is. If you get out of that engagement zone and block somebody, you're going to get a penalty. And if you don't get into the engagement zone soon enough, you'll get a failure to reform penalty. And as you can see, when you got a couple people in the penalty box, it definitely thins out the herd and does not make it easy on your team.
Much like life, if you don't get into that engagement zone, eventually you're going to lose her.
Yep. 10 years go by and suddenly you realize you forgot to hear the starting gun. But not when you join roller derby. Because definitely to take advantage of life when you're in this sport and with this family.
That was 12 points for Serial Killers in that jam.
And it looks like we got STEFCON 1 directional block times 2 in the penalty box, joined by Atomic Blonde with a back blocking penalty, and Noomchucks with a low blocking penalty for the Dairy Queens. But the main thing, there is one jammer on the floor, one team that can score, and that is the Dairy Queens with Belle Scorcho as your power jammer.
Power jam.
That almost kind of got a little bit of the goofiness of how that should be said. Not quite, but close. Oh, man. Look at Jesus and Hell's Kitten, man. They were really hustling. You also got Whiskey Behavior up there. They were making it very hard on Belle Scorcho. She just had a baby, you guys.
I mean, that baby is almost a year old, right?
Well, I guess.
Just his relative.
The baby's old.
That baby looks so much like her. I feel like she could probably put the uniform on the baby, put the baby out there if she got tired and no one would even notice.
Have a little baby Scorcho. Baby
Honey,
Belle.
I Shrunk the Jammer.
$15 for the Dairy Queens, and they try to take back and expand their lead. Hey, y'all, if you didn't get one of these cowbells from Sierra Nevada, still got a chance. You never know when you're going to need more cowbell. It's not just for Christopher Walken.
More cowbell.
I'll add it to my collection. Jagerbomb jamming for the Dairy Queens. Stiletto jamming for the Serial Killers.
Milk Lemonade around the pack. Lead jammers made.
Oh, look at her. Oh, yeah. No, now I'm going to call it off. That was a little jammer interruptus right there. Sees the jammer coming to the pack. It's like, no, none for you. Point blocking. You know what I mean? Oh,
I do.
Meow. Meow. Sorry, I was watching Horchata and the jammer line cracking me up. You know, Horchata and I went to go see the Kanye opera together at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh.
Yeah, and when you survived the Kanye opera, which she was on the list, my tickets, I bought one for $20 the day of. You're really bonded with someone for life, as I am here with Mr. Chata, who is also at that. And there's Newsy on the track in point-scoring pass for the serial killers. But Horchata making her way in. I guess Newsy was trying to call it off, and she's like, what? What, am I chopped liver over here? I have a PhD. I'm Dr. Jammer to you people. Huh? Dr. Jammer. Can we get some reverb on that?
No. I'm like, I don't know how to do it.
No.
No reverb for me. We do have a penalty for hacker in the penalty box, and also we've got the Horchata with an arms penalty for the Dairy Queen, so that's going to put her in the penalty box and make this a power jam. Advantage for the serial killers. Right now they're down 94 to 114, so a lot of time left in this game. A lot of time to buy some beer and some artisan fries.
Although, as a reminder, they will stop selling beer
At the end
after the third quarter.
That's right. After the third quarter, that's your last chance for beer and when we do the raffle. So I hope you all bought some raffle tickets. Atomic Blonde. Wow. Comes right after Belle Scorcher, who has to let her go because she's getting out of that engagement zone, does not want to get a blocking out of play situation. That's not the situation you want. Of course, Slim Riggins up there. Gotta love Slim Riggins.
My favorite character.
Definitely. Friday Night Lights and a few bottles of wine, a bunch of y'alls, and some Tim Riggins. Makes for a fine evening.
I just guzzled down 5 seasons of Friday Night Lights, and not once did I have a dream where I got to make out with both Tammy Taylor and Tim Riggins, and I felt robbed.
Tammy Taylor, y'all. Y'all. Have you ever seen the whole YouTube video of every one of her y'alls? It's fantastic. I see Atomic Bond going into the penalty box with a back blocking penalty. So we're switching to another power jam here, people. Who will be our power jam? Power jam.
Power jam.
Oh, they put up Jaeger bomb. Through the pack, on through the inside. If you haven't figured it out yet, when the jammer gets out, when they re-enter the pack, every member of the opposing team they pass is a point. Plus, anybody in the penalty box is a point.
Man.
So there are points all over there.
Talk about finding a line through that pack. Jaeger went untouched up to the rail, down to the line, absolutely found the holes in the pack like a hot knife through butter.
Which I like the credit to Tim Murphy, even if that isn't correct. It's not like Tim's watching, right?
No.
We could say all kinds of shit about Tim Murphy, and he doesn't know. Nobody's going to tell him.
Because nobody knows who we're talking about.
I don't know if anybody in Austin's watching. They could be. All right, Jaegerbomb, though, working in for another scoring pass. Got 1 second left on the clock. And it looks like she took full advantage of that last second.
Not only that, but she did it with showmanship, ladies and gentlemen.
Jaegerbomb's got some showmanship for sure.
Showmanship, friends.
And 14
Showmanship.
points of showmanship for the Dairy Queens. 5 minutes until that raffle, everybody. And then you don't have to hear me talk about buying raffle tickets. And then you'll just win stuff, hopefully. Steph Kahn jamming for the serial killers. Alpaca punch. Goes into the infield, has to re-enter that pack without advancing position, or she'd get a cutting penalty, and then that would make the next jam a power jam. And you can see, having a power jam advantage, not good for your team. Little reverse whip there. Yes, we got a panty pass. That's right, Noomchucks taking it on the star.
She looked like she just sniffed it.
What, you don't sniff your your helmet covers?
Not in front of a crowd.
You know, as you're getting older, how you lose all your boundaries? I'm hitting that stage. I'd probably be like, woo. There's nobody in the penalty box. I hope I'm getting a picture of a kitten. No kitten. Thanks, Morningwood.
Sadly, no. Morningwood,
Thanks for letting me
Morningwood is slow on the kitten uptake.
Morningwood knows if she gives me enough kittens, I'll send her lots of postcards at Burning Man. Hacker jamming for the serial killers. They're down 116 to 128.
Falling like dominoes.
Damage Jame was jamming for the Dairy Queens. Once again, want to thank our medical staff for being here, especially when Chance the Lapper was, bleeding from the mouth. That was great. So you should all join roller derby. It's lots of fun.
All right. We've got a significant advancement here over the last few jams by serial killers. Now up to 121 points. Dairy Queens holding fast at 128. 7-point bout. What did I tell you at the beginning of this half? We've got plenty of time here for serial killers to make this a contest for the ages.
And we have a blocker from each each team being fielded into the penalty box. So they're each thinned out, but, kind of evens out. Oh, yeah. I've hit the Joan Rivers stage of my announcing career. I really don't care if I mess up anymore. Who's that? I don't know. I mean, think how long Joan Rivers was on TV doing that red carpet stuff. How many names does she get right is more the question than how many names does she get wrong. And she is a legend.
Here comes the helicopter again.
Giving us some reminiscence of when we had a track in Chinatown. Had a track all over town. It's fun having it in Hollywood. It's like we got 9, 10? 10 big points.
And you know what that's about to mean, I believe. Here we
It
go.
means
And
it's a lead change, everybody.
oh, my goodness, we've got serial killers have taken the lead.
Taking the lead. Everybody drink. Even if you're having the non-alcoholic hop splash from Sierra Nevada, which is delicious, have a drink. We do have, though, a power jam. Serial killers, they take the lead, but their jammer goes into the penalty box. So right now the advantage is to the Dairy Queens, although not much of an advantage right there as Jagerbomb is getting batted around like a pinball at Club 82 downtown, where Casey Bomber DJs the first Tuesday of every month.
Second Tuesday.
Second Tuesday. Trying to do a tie-in there. Now, we have what you have here is a situation here is they're trying to hold back Chance the Lapper so they can't get through, and that they can hold the core of the pack and the speed of the pack to make it easier for their jammer to get through. Sometimes it works, sometimes it just kind of blocks traffic.
Oh, it absolutely worked this time, Evilie, because that was a 0-point power jam for the Dairy Queens. That means that we've got the serial killers holding the lead. That power jam advantage was completely thwarted by serial killers who seem to have really found the fire underneath them here in the third quarter of this bout.
Incredible. And we do have one blocker from each team being fielded into the penalty box. Yeah, I mean, we always focus on the jammers, but the actions in the pack with the blockers who are doing so much. I mean, like roller derby, one of two sports invented in the United States. And the only sport where you're really playing offense and defense at the same time. That was Pulp Friction coming through, getting 4 points and advancing the lead of the serial killers. Don't call it a comeback.
Why not?
We call it a lead change. I don't know. Oh, look, there's kitty cat. Meow, meow.
What if I want to call it a comeback, though?
I guess you could. Nobody's going to stop you. Yep, nobody's going to stop you. I did a little check. I think there was like a church bell that is like ringing right now. Sorry, it caught my attention. It kind of was really quaint and sweet. I felt like I was back in Romania. We do have D Cup Runneth Over, lead jammer jamming for the Dairy Queens. And Hacker was jamming for the Serial Killers. Looks like we have a few more points on board, making it 135. Advantage Serial Killers, 130 for the Dairy Queen.
And that's going to be our third quarter break. As a reminder, we've got our raffle that we're going to be drawing here during this break. This is also the end of drink service.
Yes.
So last call for alcohol.
Last call for alcohol. And everyone dig in your pockets. Digging deep, it's time for the raffle.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to shock it to. It's your thing.
Were you trying to make it the last call? Huh? Yeah, it's right here.
It's back here.
We're just finding the prize. Everything today is a little bit more exciting, a little bit more dramatic. All right, get your raffle tickets, everybody. Don't worry, we're going to fix it in post. Fixing it in post.
I know. The spinner's right here. Okay. Okay, we'll do number one. Here's number one. Yes. The curling passes.
All right. The winner, well, I will tell the prize later. I'm going to give the number now. It's a red ticket. It's 428010. 428010. Do we have a winner? Come on here to the announcer booth. Look for me. I got a Jackass Forever hat on and a kitten shirt that says evil.
Come on down.
You literally cannot miss me. I look like a moron. All right, let's get the next exciting prize. And this number is 428321. Winner! 428321. Come on, who won? I know I hear a yay somewhere.
The last one.
Woohoo!
010.
All right. No, he gets the second one. He was the previous prize. Oh, okay. Oh, we're verified.
010.
Okay. Does he have to?
No, you just.
You won the curling classes. The two classes with Southern California curling. Yeah?
You won the curling cat. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Oh my God! You could go to the Olympics. And then and you'll be at the Olympics and you'll be winning the curling gold trophy for the gold medal ceremony for the United States, and they'll be like, "What inspired you to go into curling?" You'll be like, "It was Evil E of the Los Angeles Derby Dolls called my number at a raffle."
It will be that, and also Go Serial Killers.
Woo! Oh, and he's a serial killer fan. Okay, let's see if we can get the other prize. So the other one we had was 428321. Let's see if your life could change. Come up here and get your prize at the announcer's booth. And then the next winner is, just come along right over here. The next winner is 427864. 427864. Do we got a winner?
Is that an autograph? Look at that 1990 Magic Summer New Kids on the Block concert T-shirt.
Oh,
My
man,
God.
that's nice. All right, well, once more time, 427-864. And we got 2 more tickets we're going to draw, or one more prize. And the winner is 428-268. 428-268. If that's your number, woo!
Oh!
Come on here and win your prize. Thank you, everybody, for buying some raffle tickets.
One of our devoted security members collecting a prize. Congratulations.
Got some great footage of me riding in here on my scooter today, looking like Rob Halford trying to get on stage with Judas Priest. Or not. I'd like to think I look like that.
I don't like derby, right?
Thank you, everybody, for participating in the raffle. We're going to start the 4th quarter of exciting roller derby action right now, it looks like. A fast-moving game.
I feel like if you arrived on a scooter, it would be more like Pete Townsend showing up for the Quadrophenia concert.
You have a friend on tour with The Who right now. I'll have to ask him about that.
I don't think that he's riding scooters anymore.
I don't think so either. They played Cincinnati for the first time since the incident.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah, I know. It's pretty exciting for them. Oh. I believe we have another raffle prize winner coming up here.
All right, here we are in the 4th quarter. Roller derby action has resumed. Serial killers starting out this quarter with a 5-point advantage over the Dairy Queens.
Yeah, Stiletto out of the pack for the serial killers, but the damage about to be done already by Noomchucks. It looks like they're trying to chip away at that lead and get it back. 4 points, bring it to a 1-point game, everybody. Ooh, all kinds of kitties. That means there's nobody in the penalty box because there's kitties on the whiteboard. You know, in one of these serial skaters, I think there's a lucky decoder ring that lets you know how to read the whiteboard.
3 kitties on the board means a fun Friday night.
Sure does. All right, we had a jammer race there and some jammer interruptus. As Newsy saw, the opposing jammer coming up behind her, puts her hands on hips using that lead jammer power to call off the jam. Oh my God, 4 kitties. Oh,
4 kitties.
It looks kind of like...
4 kitties is an embarrassment of riches.
No, it looks like the Queen cover.
Aww.
See how they're positioned?
It's true. Cool cat.
Queen?
He's
Like
a
that.
cool cat.
Meow.
No?
I like my cats. All right, nobody in the penalty box, everybody on the track. And Atomic Bomb trying to get past D-Cup runneth over. D-Cup checking her like she's trying to get in the trendiest bar in Hollywood and saying, I don't think I see your name on the list. What are those clubs? Dirty Laundry. What's the other one? Oh, we're too packed. You go in there, there's literally nobody in there. And we have a little face plant there for misbehaving. Co-captain of the Dairy Queens, jamming for the Dairy Queens. And Atomic Blonde finally making it out. Let's see what we got on the damage there. 4 points for the Dairy Queens, and we got a lead change, everybody. I hope you got some drinks, because it's time to drink. Oh, more kitties. More kitties means nobody in the penalty box.
12 and a half minutes left of this bout here for Pride Weekend, live from a parking lot in Hollywood.
After this, can we go down to Hollywood Boulevard, wife, and see if I can find a flag?
Yeah, we can do whatever you want, wife.
Yay.
You know, they said we'd never make it in Hollywood, but here we are making it all day long.
Outside the Hollywood Athletic Club, where I was kicked out once at an A3 concert. If you don't know who A3 is, they're the one who did the theme song to Sopranos. Got kicked out because they had a wrestling ring in there, and I decided to go check it out personally. Apparently, that's frowned upon. Also, things I found out that are frowned upon is going backstage, grabbing a beer, saying hi to Lemmy at a Motorhead show, and then going back into the crowd like nothing happened. Yeah, also kicked out of that. Frowned upon. And we have an angel kitty and a devil kitty. Thank you, Morningwood. There's a reason you're one of my favorites. That's right. Lead change, a 1-point game. 139 for the serial killers, 138 for the Dairy Queen. 1-point game, everybody.
I'm just going to say it. It's anybody's game.
It really is.
But like legitimately, it's anybody's game.
Stiletto right now, your lead jammer, jamming for the serial killers. Breaker Thighs jamming for the Dairy Queens and getting backed up at the pack. Oh, Stiletto into the infield, has to re-enter that pack without advancing her position or would get a cutting penalty. A lot of hustling going on in there. Speaking of hustling and the movie Hustlers, I hope everyone enjoyed Jack Francis. And check her out on Instagram for her story of Divorced in Paradise as she goes across the country in her pink Subaru. 10 points
Whoa.
for the serial killers.
Massive numbers on the board for this point in the game, Evilee.
Yeah, bringing it 149 to 138. Dairy Queens really were dominating the first half of the game, but it's been changed. Oh my God, nobody in the penalty box except a cute cat and a cute little fish. Fish is going to get eaten. Bel Scorcho.
Depends on whether or not it's a gay shark. Call back.
Call back. I think Jaegerbomb's really upset about who got by her there.
She just yelled, how?
She
I
has-
have issues.
She has words. She has words for you. Let's see, will we get penalties or more cats? You know, I like cats so much. Y'all know what awkward family photos are? Well, if you see one of a guy wearing a shirt that says black holes are out of sight and a girl wearing a kitten shirt, that is literally me. I was on an awkward family greeting card, and I'm in the awkward family card game. So if you ever see that, that's me. We do have Jaegerbomb in the penalty box for the blocking out of play for the Dairy Queens.
Stefcon is your lead jammer for serial killers, however.
Stefcon, always been one of the strongest jammers in the league. Very smart skater. Is just as good a skater as a blocker and a jammer, which is what makes her so incredibly valuable. We are missing Oblivion Westwood on the track, though, because she broke her arm the other day.
It does happen.
It really does. And Sweetie, unfortunately, could not make it here due to also to an injury. Everyone, did you hear everybody in the crowd? They're like, go grandma, go grandma.
She just keeps on ticking. And that's going to be an expiration of the jam clock. 15 huge points on the board for serial killers.
Got another kitten.
Serial killers just took the reins for this pony show, and they are running off to the horizon in this fourth quarter.
There's a pony show?
In my mind, it's always a pony show.
That's why I love you, wife. Oh, jammer and reptis.
Better a pony show than a donkey show.
Hey, man, I grew up 42 miles from El Paso and Juarez. I know more about donkey shows than I should. And we had a little jammer there. Used the power of the lead jammer to call off the jam by putting hands on hips because saw the opposing jammer coming off. And like I said, just as important to get points, it's also important to stop people from getting points. And we got an official timeout. We'll remind everyone to make sure that you take pictures, take video, tag the Derby Dolls on social media. Once again, we have no advertising budget, so we really appreciate your support. We hope you go to also follow us on all our social media so you can find out about our next game, which is July 30th in our venue in Vernon. Lovely Vernon, and it's inside, which is cool, like literally cooler. And on that bout, we'll have a juniors bout, which is the end of our junior derby camp, which is a week-long camp for girls 7 to 17. We welcome girls, female presenting, as well as non-binary and transgender youth into our Junior Derby Dolls program. So that will be happening. You can get information on that on our derbydolls.com website.
We also want to give a shout out to all the volunteers who help make this league possible. You know, 95% of all the staff you see here are volunteers. So if you see anybody working this bout, give them a high five. LA Derby Dolls are a non-profit organization run by the skaters, referees, and those who love roller derby. So all of those people, most of whom you see out here doing all the work today, also moved and set up this track this weekend. So they're also the volunteers that are going to be tearing the track down after the game.
Ryan, to take your own trash with you. Hey, I got a shout out real quick from Penny to Subpool. That's right. We have our teams are starting up soon. We'll be bringing back our fight crew and our other Tough Cookies and Varsity Brawlers and a team formerly known as Sirens that's about to be renamed. But we also have the Subpool who they participate in those games as well as our expo bouts. And congratulations to all of them because we're really proud of them for showing up today and being a part of this.
I also want to give a shout out to the Trust Fund Terrors, of which there are 2 of us on microphones right now.
Yeah, and we're still winning. Aren't we?
Undefeated since 2005?
Something like that. I just say undefeated since 2003 because that just rhymes with everything to me. 3 and 3, but yeah, undefeated since 2006, I think. Anyway, Bucket right now. Bucket, let's hear for Bucket, everybody. Bucket is the lead jammer, jamming for the Dairy Queens. Bucket's a little bit more familiar with this track, has skated on it many times before, I believe. Yes, next time if you happen to be watching the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie, you can be like, hey, I saw that roller derby track live at a parking lot in Hollywood. Wow. Jaeger Bomb doing a really great job of some positional blocking.
Pink 5. Black 0.
5 points for the Dairy Queens, bringing it up to 147 to 164. About 6 minutes left in the game. Make some noise for roller derby, everybody.
Yeah, if you've been saving your voice for the end of the game, this is it right here. You've got 6 minutes to let these teams know that you are backing them. Who is here for the Serial Killers? Who is here for the Dairy Queens? Oh, yes.
All right, well, Dairy Queens are going to be down 1 blocker as D-Cup in there with an above shoulders block. But more importantly, this is a power jam because Pulp Friction in the penalty box for a low blocking penalty. So we got 1 jammer on the floor, 1 team that can score, and that is Noomchucks jamming for the Dairy Queens. Wow. When they get slow on the high side, you're just waiting for gravity to start pulling them down.
Man, it is not fun.
Although right there you had Breaker Thighs and Bell Scorcho trying to take him down. Still got 20 seconds left on the clock as Noomchucks comes through in a point scoring position, giving her a chance for her teammates to try and get a little position there, although coming up to the back of Whiskey Behavior.
Dairy Queens just holding the pack fast there on the straightaway, giving their jammer an opportunity to score and score. She did 10 points on that jam. Dairy Queens, don't call it a comeback, or do.
All right, well, if you think this is for you, though, don't forget, first of all, we have nobody in the penalty box, but we have another cute kitty. Meow, meow.
Meow.
But you can join our Derby Por Vida classes. You don't even have to know really how to skate. You might not want to do Derby. You just might want to roller skate on this awesome track. You can learn how to do that at Derby Por Vida. It's excellent exercise. You'll meet fantastic people. And you might decide to join the Fresh Meat program and then try to become a sub-pool skater from there. So there is a direct main line into the Derby Dolls from Derby Por Vida, but sometimes people just take it for the classes and to skate the track because it's fun. Atomic Blonde, lead jammer, only jammer. Trying to edge up the lead for the Serial Killers. Whee! Goes through, but kind of took someone out with her. Still got enough time on the clock to work in another scoring pass and advance that lead for the Serial Killers. Oh! Do not sit on Jaeger Bomb's head, please! Jaeger Bomb, are you okay? Somebody, please don't sit on. Okay, no whistling, no getting 6 feet in front of the track, and please don't sit on Jaeger Bob's head. Because we need her to move the track out of here later, okay? By herself and D-Cup. It's just the two of them, so, because I ain't helping. I hurt my wrist lifting this hop splash over and over. This delicious Sierra Nevada hop splash. I really like it. 0 calories and 0 alcohol.
I mean, if you're going to sit on somebody's head, consent is key.
Oh, look, somebody loves hassle and choose me. And we do have, okay, so basically we have 2 penalties here. 2 against the Dairy Queens, 1 against the serial killers, but both of their jammers got penalties. So basically, you can't have a jam without jammers. So what they're doing is they'll be fielding a blocker. So they're putting up both jammers, but one team has 2 blockers in the box, and another team has another blocker in the box. Full box, no cats.
Oh, that sounds like a Friday night alone.
I don't know. Some people like a full box. I'll leave it at there. We got Dr. Newsy, Doctor of Sociology. I love people who have a PhD in sociology. My favorite professor in college, he had a PhD in sociology. I used to hang out at his office hours all the time because he was really hot.
Uh-huh.
Don't you just love sociologists?
No, not really.
Oh man, they have this different way they look at things as a whole instead of individually.
I mean, no offense to Newsy. It's not my. She said, "Do I love sociologists?" I said, "Not especially."
You haven't spent much time with sociologists. I'm telling you right now. All right, we do have a penalty against Hell's Kitten. So there's not a kitten on the scoreboard, but there's one in the box, and Hell's Kitten will be joined by Chance the Lapper, with both of them blocking out of play.
I prefer a lady in tech.
Lady in tech. They're hot too. I prefer cranky ex-rock journalists turned music managers.
I like those too.
Are professors of sociology. PhDs of sociology, I should say. Some of them become professors of criminal justice stuff. Nunchucks in a jammer race right there from Stiletto. I didn't want to say it, but it's like Nunchucks, like someone's right behind me and they're not going back to the pack. So they're definitely out of the engagement zone. Oh, wait, it's the other jammer about to pass me. Thought there was going to be a tap on the shoulder and a little flyby of how many points were being scored. Meow, meow.
Just a minute and a half remaining in this roller derby bout today. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. These skaters are still going 100%. Let's get the crowd going 120%. Come on, bring it.
Yeah, we got to pack a punch.
Come on.
Lead jamming. They're trying to make it up. 157 for them right now. 180 for the team in black. But if you've seen, one jam can change it all. Looks like, what was that, 4 points for the Dairy Queens, bringing it up to 161 to 180. Now, there's a chance this could be the last jam, which, if that is the case, we will wait for the officials to determine the winner, because how this works is they might, if there's a penalty on the last jam, they can decide to have another jam happen. So we are going to be operating now under last jam rules. So, yeah, so don't get too excited when the jam's called off. We might have, do a little trucker sign there in honor of Truck Driving Kimmy. That means we're doing another one for Truck Driving Kimmy watching on YouTube. I hope everyone...
Honk,
honk. Honk, honk. Sorry. I'm giddy from sunshine and hop splash. All right, we do have a penalty against Alpaca Punch with an arms penalty, and Hacker, ooh, back blocking penalty. That would make the final jam a power jam. Ooh. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. We also have, Jesus in the penalty box with a directional block. Hey, Jesus, can you come back up here and do the thing on the sound thing with the, no?
Gang, gang, gang.
Wait. Yeah! If you ain't making noise, I am. Oh, we got a challenge.
This is the part of roller derby in Texas where there would be arm wrestling. This is California, so we don't do that.
Yes, in Texas they have the penalty wheel. How many here have seen the movie Whip It? You have any Whip It fans? Casey Bomber here was one of the trainers of the skaters. That's right. Casey Bomber. Stunt coordinator to the stars. Okay. Oh, yeah. So basically, they're challenging that their jammer is in the penalty box. And once again, thank you for being down here for Pride. We're very, very excited to be a part of Pride. Roller derby is an inclusive sport. We've always welcomed transgender athletes and very supportive of transgender whites. So please, we are an inclusive sport. And we hope you'll learn more at derbydolls.com. And then we hope that you will support us because we need it. We're a volunteer run and we're a non-profit organization. So your support, well, is a donation. Don't forget to buy some merch, by the way. Did we mention we got merch? It's really cute.
And we want to thank everybody who just kind of... Did anybody just randomly wander in here because parking was really crazy and you didn't feel like walking any farther today? No? Oh, no, okay. I was wondering, if anyone came in here by accident, welcome, and I hope that we've fully indoctrinated you into our roller derby family. We're a very welcoming crew here. We do thank everyone for battling the heat and joining us. A reminder, July 30th, come out to Vernon, and you will see us in our shaded and sometimes shady warehouse.
Well, it's Vernon. All right, so what we have going on here, the call on the track stands. So that means that they have Hacker in the penalty box for this jam and making this a power. Is that right? They're making it power jam. We also have the jammer for the Dairy Queens in there. So we have double jammer down. So each team is fielding one of their blockers in the penalty box. And we got two jammers. It's probably the last jam, everyone. So just make some noise. Now you can see Stefcon right there. They got the lead. She needs to skate clean. Oh no, Belle Scorch, how fast is her? She's no longer lead jammer, and they both take themselves out at the end. I think they both back blocked each other. Can you do that? We still have 2 seconds left on the game clock, so there's going to be one more jam, whether there's a penalty or not, I believe. Ridley Scorpio, there's a whole lot of pressure on you. I'm glad I'm not really Scorpio right now because this is really confusing sometimes.
She's kidding. No pressure. No pressure.
And I've only been here for 19 years, still figuring these things out. All right, nobody in the penalty box. That's good. Looks like we die. Oh!
And that's going to be the game, I believe.
I believe.
We're going to wait, but I think that might be it.
And that means you can come down trackside and get your hands slapped is what I'm guessing, but we're going to wait for the official word. Make sure you don't bring any beverages near the track, though, because we don't like that.
I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up from the Zebra crew in the middle, and we've got it. They've called the game. That is the game. The winners are Evil-E.
The Serial Killers win! That's right, give it up for them. Stefcon 1, Hell's Kitten, Stiletto, Pocahontas, Injured, Oblivion Westwood, Atomic Blonde, Sonia Sotomayor, Hacker, New York State of Mind, Pulp Friction, our Injured Sweet Home Alabama that we love so much, Monolitha, the Co-Captain Chance the Lapper, the Captain Whiskey Behavior, Pip Girl, and Mephistopheles, and Jesus! Give it up for the Serial Killers, everybody.
Whoop, whoop. Do we do another call out for the pink, right?
All right, though. Fighting the good fight.
And fighting the good fight today, we've got the Dairy Queens. Everybody give them a big hand for a close game. Damage Dame, Jaeger Bomb, D-Cup Runneth Over, Bell Scorcho, Alpaca Punch, Nunchucks, Horchata, Gandalf the Cray, Breaker Thighs, Slim Riggins, Jane Woe, Co-Captain Misbehavin', and Captain Bucket. Also a shout out for our sexy milk lady, Diana Ross.
All right, we want to thank our enforcers, the EMT, the Doll Repair Team, the Track Monkeys, the Rad Crew, our DJ MacBook Air, and of course, all our guests today, Jack Francis and Brianna McKay. And I want to remind you all to stick around. We're going to have a quick awards ceremony. And this is Eva Lee, and this is Casey Bomber. Woo! Reminding you to be happy, be well, and be at the Doll Hall in Vernon on July 30th for more exciting roller derby action. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for coming.